Hello guys, welcome back. So I tried to make you guys videos, but it was the last day of the summer sale, so it was the last festival day, and I got a little bit distracted. And I did find a loophole, but I didn't exploit it. So be proud of me. I did the morally right thing. I'm going, yay! There's a loophole. Every time a Steam sale ends for like I shouldn't even tell you how to do this, but usually for like a minute or so, it takes some time to catch a store up. So literally, if you ran in at, it ended at 1 o'clock. If you had ran in at like 1:01 or 1:02, you probably could have still got the sales price. I'm sure the sellers don't care because they would like to get copies out there, but at the same time, it's a bit of an exploit because if the sale is done at 1, the sale's done at 1. I worked in business, that's how it works. Sometimes the manager can say, hey, yeah, okay, this is kind of weird. We ended it like in the middle of the day. I've never understood why Steam does that. I honestly think they should begin at midnight and go to midnight because, that kind of gets that kind of excited feeling of waiting until midnight to get into a sale. And then it goes to midnight and it kind of caps it off. But they have 1 and 1. I don't know why. They started early in the morning and they ended early in the morning too. And I'm like, I guess in that 2 weeks they expect you to get in there, but there's always somebody angry at the end of the sales period because either they just didn't have the money for 2 weeks, which happens a lot, or something. It's just, a lot of times, no matter when they put it, it's bad timing for people. And, I felt the same way. I'm like, oh, if only this would last until next month, then I would. But, we got a ton. We got a ton because somebody went off the rails and they are no longer here. But the others reassured me I'll be okay. And I was trying to make videos for you guys. And I realized I have to be the one to make some of the decisions around here. You know what I mean. And so I have decided to cut down to 3. We're going to have Loki, we're going to have Asmodeus, and we're going to have Inari. If they decide to bring in maybe 1 or 2 at a maximum at random occasions, that's fine. But I said we have to start doing this and have to start. I feel like it's just time to start condensing and getting it into an order where I actually have the 3 of them to work with. Now I know we did that before and it lasted for a couple hours and then everyone came in, but I said then we never get anything done. Then it becomes like a free-for-all and nothing ever gets done. And I said, I think it's like the universe giving me a push of, yeah, you've worked with all these gods, but that doesn't mean you get 900 gods camping out in your house freeloading, and you never end up getting anything done with the gods you should be working with. So, got down to Loki, and Inari, and Asmodeus. And Loki's very happy because, the day split up into 3. We don't do it mathematically. But the day split up into 3 is a lot better than the day split up between 10 or 20 or 30 or however many deities were coming in. It was like they were just falling out of the sky at one point. And, I've had some trying to make inroads come back in. There is a certain wolf, and I don't mean Fenrir, he's always welcome. But there's a certain wolf that has been trying to get in and ramping up his bids for attention and trying to get back in and baby I've changed and take me back. And a lot of them, it feels like they're trying to get back in, but, I was in business enough to know that you don't do business with disreputable people, that when they've shown you their true colors, they never change. They keep saying they're going to change, but they don't, and they're usually not good to do business with. We all can think of businesses that they have terrible customer service, or their product's really shoddy, or they just don't give a damn about whatever it is they do, and somehow they're still in business. Yeah, nobody really likes doing business with them. So I'm kind of treating it that way. And as soon as I do that, Asmodeus, I can feel he's happy and he perks up, and I can feel Inari perks up. So we're going to actually extend our celebration and extend it to evening. We might even, extend it through the weekend, and it will be 3 or 4 days that we can just sit back and relax. We're opening all of our goodies. They're supposed to last us, in theory, for a couple months, but we're opening all of our goodies and playing with them. And there was one game, it's called Hentai Island. I swear it's nice. No, Hentai Paradise? Something like that. I swear it's nice. But it's a game where you play all these mini games against these girls. And if you don't want to do anything indecent, you don't actually have to. You don't have to do that to win. So it's kind of dumb, and now it's not on sale for 69 cents. But we have a heat wave, so I can't go out. So I was wandering around the beach playing mini games against girls yesterday. So that's how I spent my day. And there's just something kind of dumb and cute about it, but a lot of guys are pissed off because they thought it was a full-on adult game, and it's not. It's more cute than anything. You can have them dance for you, and it's those same dances that's in every single woman in every single game. Only the guys in the game do them too, which is kind of disturbing. And the guys do the same poses too, because like there must be like a standard dance pack and a standard pose pack. And this game gets really weird really fast. But it's kind of harmless. And if you don't intend to do anything, you can keep it, perfectly G-rated. Because we were talking about if we would ever put something like that up on the channel. We're with Loki in charge and Asmodeus in charge. You notice we kind of push the borders of what can we put up. I've noticed so many people put up stuff with hentai in the title that I don't think it would matter. And obviously, we're not going to show you some girl running around topless. None of them do that in the game unless you romance them. And then that's just about it. And I laughed because guys got really mad. They thought it was a different kind of game entirely. They thought they just weren't told for 99 cents. That's all you get to see. What'd you want? You gotta pay more than that if you want anything else. So it's kind of a cute game, and it would be a game where, some people would be embarrassed to own it, but I was honestly like, I didn't even really care. They have like 10 or 11 retro mini games, and they're like really bad. But they're a nice way to pass the time, and there's a nightclub, and there's the beach, and there's all this other stuff. And we're just talking together as a family trying to plan because we really don't want to get the channel shut down, but at the same time, I don't mind bringing you spicier titles if there's something clean enough and decent enough to put out. And I don't want it to become one of those things where those guys play those games and they're making all these lewd comments. Just show you a decent, nice time. For like 5 minutes, that VR club that I love so much was supposed to have a dancing option with, the clothes on. And to me, I wouldn't see any problem with that. I wouldn't see that as being inappropriate for channel, but I work with Asmodeus, so what do you want? So, we've just been talking about the kind of games, and we've been talking about, getting the cell festival crazies out of us. And I don't know if it's just a me thing or all humans get like that. It's like after 2 weeks sale is over, you're like, I want more. I want to go back and get more. Actually, we got more than enough. I'm happy with what we got. But there's always that one or two titles you could go back for and get. I just think it's human nature. We're hunter-gatherer species, and we always want a little more. In fact, we would like to have them reward us and give us, a couple free games because we are such good customers. What we like. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.